Richard Boomsliter. What's in your head? What's in your head, Richard Boomsliter?
Okay, Rich, it's time for your speech. But this speech is not as good as my last one. And nobody here wants to hear what I have to say. They'd rather look at their cell phones and check out Facebook. Oh, what am I thinking? This is not good. I got to change this up. Okay. I can't wait to give this speech. Everyone here is interested and supportive and encouraging and would like to hear the things I have to share. Contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and our treasured guest. When coming up to give a speech, which one of these thoughts go through your heads? Is it the negative, downtrodden, doubtful thoughts? Or is it the positive, uplifting, encouraging thoughts? And this is not just about giving a speech. This is for anything you attempt to do, whether it be competing in a contest, going for a job interview, or just trying to eat your vegetables. It's amazing the power these stories have on us. And seldom do we realize it. These little quiet voices in our heads affects our attitudes and our behaviors. I'm beginning to believe we need to come out and speak these thoughts out loud, in public. And once our family and friends realize we haven't totally lost it, to hear what we're saying to ourselves and come and help us turn it right as it should be. We need to be aware of our inner talk. We need to enter into these stories. As I did at the beginning here when I realized how I was thinking about my speaking. And I turned it around. It made it positive. This afternoon, I want to share with you another story that happened about how we could change our thoughts. It happened to me years ago. And interesting enough, it happened here at a Toastmaster convention. I was fortunate enough to be able to be on stage in the International Speech Contest and giving my speech. And I came up here and I nailed it. I connected with the audience. It was polished. I thought for sure I was going to be in a top 3, if not winning the contest outright. When it came time for the awards, and announced a third-place finisher. And it wasn't me. And it wasn't Dave either. See, Dave gave a great speech. And I thought for sure he was going to be in the top 3 as well. So we wait for the next announcement. Second place finisher. It wasn't me. And it wasn't Dave either. I was puzzled. Did Dave mess up? Did he go over time? Did he not make the top 3? Then it came time to announce the contest winner. And the winner was Dave. I can't explain the wave of disappointment that just crashed over me upon that announcement. Perhaps you have experienced this yourself once or twice. We have something right in the palm of your hands, right there. In the next minute, it's gone. But I have stories in my head. The obvious stories. This contest is not fair. What were these judges listening to? Are they being biased in their judging? I should be in the top 3 at least. then I thought, what good are those stories going to do for me? Except make me angry and bitter, and someone I would not even want to hang out with. So I reflected and realized it's a privilege to be up here on the stage with all these great speakers. And the judges, these are seasoned Toastmasters. They understand the rubrics of a speech. So I had to change my story. So this is a story that I went with. It was a privilege to be up on stage at the convention in the District International Speech Contest. And I gave my speech, and I nailed it. I connected with the audience, and I was able to share my message with everybody at the convention. And Dave gave a great speech, and he deserved to win. And I'm going to be one of the first people to congratulate him. How do you think that story affected my attitude? It didn't change the outcome of the contest. How do you think that story affected my behavior? I'll tell you. It put me in a right frame of mind that I was able to enjoy the rest of the evening and the festivities. But what I didn't count on was how it affected all those around me who was observing my reaction to the situation. Now, what about you? What are the thoughts that go through your heads when you're dealing with a situation or with people? Is it negative, frustrating, angry, bitter, doubtful? You have the power. You can control your thoughts. There's two sides to every story. Go with the positive, uplifting, supportive, realistic yet confident thoughts that are all in you. And feel your attitudes and your behavior rise. So in 2019, if Zig Ziglar was here, he would say, let those inner stories take you to the top. Contest Master.